Hi, my name is Maurizio Laudiza. I've been seeing Dr. Geisler for the last 2 months or so. My situation is that about 3 years ago, I had an acute episode where, for reasons that, not specific reasons, I started experiencing lower back pain. And essentially, after the acute episode, it turned into a chronic problem. And I would essentially have pain after about 4 minutes of standing and walking, and my foot would start going numb, and eventually my leg would go numb, and I would need to sit down and essentially reset myself for the next 3 or 4 minutes. So it was quite debilitating. I looked for solutions through physio and went through MRIs and so on and so forth. And frankly, I didn't feel like anything really worked well for me. And this went on for about 2.5 years. And eventually, after 2.5 years, it sort of resolved itself. I did some walking and I pushed through the pain, and eventually, gradually, I got a lot better. And unfortunately, after about 8 months of being back to normal, I had another episode sometime earlier this year in January or so. It was another acute episode, similar sort of onset, and similar symptoms right after. Again, lower back pain, chronic. Standing or walking would bring on pain and would require me to stop and sit down, etc., etc. So at that point, I was pretty unhappy that I was right back to square one. And we looked for something that was different from what I had tried before in terms of physio, etc., that didn't work very, very well. And we came across Dr. Geisler's Decompression clinic. So I decided I would give that a go. And to my surprise, after I would say the 6th or so session, I was definitely feeling better already. I would be able to walk out of the clinic without feeling pain. And I would say after around the 10th session, that sort of became almost my new permanent condition, meaning I was feeling a lot better. My numbness went away. I could stand and walk for literally hours without pain. And that's pretty much where I am at right now. And I have absolutely no doubt in my mind that the critical success factor was the decompression therapy I went through. So for me, it was a revelation. It was transformational, and I'm very thankful that I found this approach working for me.